Again, guys, Eric here, and back with, I'm gonna start cranking out a couple more logos for you guys. I'm starting to get a little bit of a backup, so I have to start getting a lot more videos out, so I apologize. We're gonna continue doing the quick videos. Nobody seems to be complaining about it, so grab your pen and paper. If any of these that I'm gonna do, I've got the Minotaurs, Mustangs, Neptune, Samurai 4, and a very popular one, the Outfit, a Mafia kind of one that's coming up. Though I'm going to do them all today, which is the 7th of June. And this one was, I realized I hadn't done a Minotaur and figured it would be a pretty cool topic. So I kind of played around with it. It's a good use of negative space. It's actually, honestly, it was kind of easy, to be honest. I actually debated even putting it on here because I kind of pride myself in some of my more complex ones, but I also can recognize when I get a good one here every now and then. And if you see the bottom, yeah, it says Ego 75. I'm in my preseason now for my 9th full 162 game season, where I'm gonna go up to Ego 85. I actually did my last season I did 120 games at 75, and then I did my last 42 at 85, just to kind of see where it was at. And as I am working on the script for a pitching video, again, not to sit there and say I'm the greatest out there, but pitching is probably my forte in this game. And I got, in my last playoffs, I did a perfect game, 21 strikeout on Ego 75. So I figured, I had a couple people ask me some very specific questions, and I put out a pretty, I don't have to say it's a diatribe, but a pretty sizable response that I think I'm just gonna expound on that and give you guys a nice video to show you maybe if you're struggling with pitching. I don't do power pitching. I do practice it. And to some point, I think that I might need it in the much higher egos. My goal is to get to 99. I almost beat the 99 ego challenge on SMB2. I went 27 innings in a game, and it took me about 6 months to work my way up to it. Now, granted, Ego 99 and SMB2, I believe, is a little less hard than the 99 on 3. So, and to be honest, that my 27 inning game actually took me about 40, 50 tries. Usually getting my brains beat in, and then every now and then having a close one, and then I just had a game where I managed to come back and keep forcing extra innings until I ran out of pitchers. So, so enough delay here. Let's get into the Minotaurs. So this is a use of negative space and a patch, so it's kind of in between. I like to kind of label what these are so that some of you guys are more interested in certain types of logos. So this is a combination patch and negative space. All right, and just show you the uniform. So here's the, if you look on the right side, just nicknamed the Tours, and I got the logo on the hat, and then I shrunk it down on the jersey, and that is pinstripe. It's a little hard to see. Get a little closer there. Pinstripes. It looks really nice. And then for the home, just do the M, and then of course, one of my favorite. So I use 17 for the road, and I use 20 for the home. As I've said this before, 20 is probably one of my favorites. For big logos like this, and actually, it's also good for wording too. If you're doing like a big word across the chest, 20 is like your absolute friend. All right, so color-wise, so we're gonna do a bright red. Now I used red on the right, and I usually say right is more for your darker ones, but it's a lighter red, but it's not super bright as far as like shiny, almost like the left red seem to be that way. Then a nice muted gold, just slightly muted. You can see the saturation's down just a shade. And then an orange, white, and black. Okay. 32 layers. This should go pretty quick because it's a lot of easy. Okay, so first things first, we're going to do outline, And that's only because I wanted the horns to be outlined when they come out. And this was actually happened at the end of me making this. I usually put the outlines in last, and I just put them all the way down. And I liked it better with the horns getting the same outline as the patch. So that's what I did. And I think it's almost maxed out. All right, circle 1 in black, 0, -14, 0, 82. Swish 10, of course. Gonna get the horns out of the way. In white, -61 and 153, 61 and 39. Copy it, 161, 153, 299 and 39. Then we're gonna do arrowhead 2. These are great for ears, and these also are good for beaks too. I may have mentioned this before. Sometimes I don't remember the stuff that I mention half the time in these videos, but this is really good for ears and beaks. Highly recommend it. Arrowhead 2 in the red, -65, 100, 336 and 20. Copy flip, 65, 100, 24 and 20. Then we're going to do bend 1 and in white, -110, 65, 249 and 19. Copy flip it, 110, 65, 111 and 19. Then we're going to do eclipse 1 for the nose. And you can go with a circle too. I just chose the ellipse as I felt it was a little bit more appropriate nose. In red, 0, -76, 0 and 5. Parallelogram 4, -10 in red, sorry. -10, -159, 305 and 12. And then copy flip 10, -59, 55 and 12. Then we go to swish 1 to accent the rest of his face. In red, -32, -64, 275 and 12. Copy flip 32, -64, 85 and 12. And then half circle rim to do the kind of the nose ring. And I tried it with 1 and I didn't really like it, so I ended up using 2 to get the shape exactly how I wanted it. So it's in the gold. -4, -85, 28 and 11. Copy it. 5, -85, 332 and 11. Then long diamond helps to do a nose, longer nose like this. If you're doing like a crow head on or something like this, this is also a good one for that. And that's at 0, -45, 180 and 18. Pinched oval 2 for the eyes. And this is in gold. -31, 23, 304 and 8. Copy flip 31, 23, 56 and 8. Then I do sunrise. So I was trying to think about what I want to do for like little tufts of hair on the top. And I also had a layer to play with when I was all done, so I actually added this on later. And this one actually worked out really well. I don't usually use this one that much. It really serves only one purpose, I think, usually, is doing a sunrise, but I actually think it works well on this one. So that one's at 0, 78, 0 and 13. Then swish 10, this is a swish 10 buffet. Red, -38, 68, 21 and 27. Copy flip 38, 68, 3, 39 and 27. Then I'm doing comma in 12, and I've said this, guys, many times. Use your text. You can come up with some really funky stuff, and I have started working on my how to use text as shapes. I've got that fairly well developed, so I may put that in place of the pitching one, but that's going to be probably a lengthy video, probably 20-30 minutes to be honest, if I want to do it and give it justice. So there's so it's the comma in 12, red, -37, -17, 49 and 11. Copy flip 37, -17, 3, 11 and 11. So these are really good for like nostrils. You can use ends of faces too. Also works for ears. I like to use these two for inside of ears when I do human characters. That sometimes just works as that little like shading inside an ear. So it works really well for that. All right, switch 10 in white, -70, -86, 268, 23. Copy 70, -86, 92 and 23. And bend 1 for the chin, bottom, because the mouth is actually in the negative. Red, 0, 139, -225 and 15. Then swish 11 to kind of do like a tuft, like hair coming out from beneath the horns. And gold, -27, -6, 299 and 22. Copy flip 127, -7, 244 and 22, and make sure you have it so that like when you do the first one, that it's where it's pointing upwards to the left, just like it looks better that way. I've tried them both ways. I just like it this way better. And then when you flip it, it'll be up and to the right on the other side. All right, switch 10, this time in orange. Give a little bit more fullness to the face. It's almost like extra tusks coming from the side that you've seen in some Minotaur pictures that I've seen. In orange, -114, -61, 292, and 19. Copy flip, 114, -60, 68, and 19. And then for the bottom, just to give it a little bit, I just did this for style. Keep it or lose it if you want. I had layers to play with, so I just did it to look a little nice. So in that yellowish gold, -79, 161, 255, and 33 with the end pointing down. Copy flip, 79, 161, -105, and 30. And honestly, guys, that's it. We banged through that really quick. Thanks for keeping up. Hope you kept up with my rapid talking. As I said, just so I can do these quicker, I'm going to keep doing these rapid videos. I think once I finally fully catch up to where I'd like to get to the point where I make logos, then I'll do a video, and then I'll just post it all together at the same time. And that's kind of the goal. And coming up soon, I'll announce my, I do have another social media account for this. Not fully ready on it yet because I want to get a little bit more content on there. So I'm working on my Instagram per request from some people who wanted to use my logos for their leagues, that it would help if I had an Instagram too. So I'm going to start linking all these together. So that's coming up shortly, just as another way to get out this stuff, and my videos too. So the videos will be both on YouTube and on my Instagram once I'm ready to do that. And I believe I'm Super Mega Eric 1 on Instagram for that account. So if you want to start following that, go right ahead. But I haven't done much on that. I just got it running a month or so ago, and I haven't really played with it yet. And I really want to start getting into that, give you guys more options for finding my logos and videos. So nice and easy. You can play around with this a little bit. Change the colors up, of course. This will look good in a lot of different colors. Green and gold would look really, really good in this. You can do a darker red. I would probably stay away from blue. I don't think it's really like a blue logo, but like your redishes and your greens, even yellows and golds and stuff like that. I think this looks really, really sharp. And like I said, you see the jersey, it looks really, really cool on the jersey. All right, thank you very much. Next one up is the Mustangs. That was custom work I did late last year. Thank you.